Press play.
Replay, replay, replay.
You're watching Play Replay with Async. Today I wanted to talk about some stuff that's just not really one big, it's kind of like a mix of stuff. And it's just kind of stuff I think about sometimes. And sorry for my voice, I didn't do a video for a little while because I literally lost my voice. And I'm getting it back, but it's not the greatest right now. But I need to put out a video because it's been a little while. So I decided I'll just kind of talk about some random stuff today. I'm sure this video probably won't get a lot of views because whenever I talk about just random things and not like a focused subject, that doesn't seem to pan out so well. But it's just the way it is. But anyway, I just want to talk about like the state of like creative things like movies and stuff like that, because it's not doing well right now. And if it's not doing well, then people like me who make videos talking about like Hollywood, well, not so much Hollywood, I don't really care about Hollywood, but the product that they put out that people like to watch. And I technically shouldn't say product because that's kind of degrading it and saying like movies are just a thing, you know, just a way to make money. But I think movies are a form of art, and I think they're awesome when they're done right. And I don't like the idea, the artistic part of it, where you get like Hollywood and they want to award themselves and celebrate themselves and pat themselves on the back for being such artistic people and so creative. And I mean, it's just they want to push an agenda nowadays, and they don't really care about the money, it seems like. And they just push this like social justice or whatever, equality. Oh my God, there's never been a black person in a movie. And it's like, oh my God, give me a break. Where have you been? So it's just this back and forth type of stuff that they're doing. But with the way that things have gone, they've lost so much money. Like Disney is losing money. Just they might as well just start giving up at this point on making anything new, because their new stuff is always bad. It's never good. The writing is horrible on these projects. I mean, Echo, that recently came out. Of course, I didn't watch it. I don't care. I don't even give Disney Plus any money anymore. They just can't seem to make anything that people want to see. It's like they just want to put their agendas in everything, and they just don't care about the money. So that's fine. They don't have to care about the money. But when their company and their investors are going bankrupt, they can't complain and call everybody racist, homophobe, sexist, all these things. They can't do that either, because they're the ones that put themselves into this situation. If people don't like your horrible written projects and there's a black person as a lead, it doesn't mean that the black person's the problem. It means that the writing was so horrible and the special effects and everything around the movie was so horrible that they didn't go to see it. And they're tired of being beat over the head and called racist for not liking the product that is badly written. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on that. And that's kind of where this kind of conversation will go as I progress talking about it, I guess. Because this is not getting better, even though it should be one of those things where they go, oh, we really messed up. Maybe we can turn this around. But it doesn't seem to be getting better. They're just constantly doing this because they know better than us. You know, I remember back in the day, in the 80s, when everybody used to go after the Christians because everything was satanic. Everything was considered satanic, like, you know, Dungeons and Dragons and all this stuff. Now, you could see some elements of Satan or demonic things in that stuff. Even Masters of the Universe, which is one of my favorite franchise, like toys anyway. And they have demonic things in them. And I understand that. So people were really kind of getting irritated with Christian moms and all these Christian people at the time because they were complaining about everything being satanic. And they were, in a sense, kind of pushing a religious kind of point of view. So everyone kind of went the other way and just kind of was like mad at them. And then you get to the point now where you have the the people on the left just say, for the most part, that are mad at Christians for having any point of view now, and they're, instead of the Christians being the ones talking about things now, you get the other side who hates Christians pushing an agenda now, and it's basically they turned into those Christians from the 80s. Now they're pushing their religious agenda, because it's a religion to them. They believe in this like you would not believe. They will not back down. This is a religion to them. It's like a cult. So now we get the other side of the spectrum, where those same people who were complaining about too much religion and everything are now pushing their religion on everything. Because it's not like people don't go to see movies with black leads. It's not like people don't go to see movies with female leads. It's not like it's not like there's never been a gay person in a TV show before. So they're telling you that this stuff has never happened before, and it's the first time for all these things. But this is not the first time. This stuff has been going on. I've lived through the 80s, okay? I definitely know that I've experienced enough to know that we are not offended by race or whatever. People like to watch what they like to watch. If it's written well, people will watch it. But the problem is, it's never written well. It's never done well. They're just literally, what's the word? They're just so proud of themselves that they're doing something that they're patting themselves on the back, well, calling everybody a racist, Nazi, homophobe, whatever, and that's just getting ridiculous. Okay, you can't cancel some group, a whole fan base of Star Wars just because you don't like the fact that they didn't go see your movie. Okay, you can't call them names and tell them that they're racist, sexist, whatever, just because you got a little offended that they didn't go see your project because you want to spend $300 million on a project and then lose all of that money because you wanted to push an agenda. Okay, don't get mad at us for that. That's your fault, and that's all your fault. Disney, whatever, you guys, whoever's pushing these agendas. It's not just Disney. So that's just something I just wanted to kind of get out there and say, because it's very annoying to know that these people will not learn from this. They just keep going with it and keep saying it over and over again. And people just want to be entertained. They don't want politics in their life. We're just so tired of it. Just get politics out of our life. And I don't even want to make a political video here. I don't. But I just am so tired of it. Get your politics out of everything. Just leave us alone. How about a good story how about we go back to the 80s and have a big, strong Arnold Schwarzenegger looking dude just go take out some terrible people? How about traffickers? There you go. Oh, wait, we can't talk about that, because all the people who talked about the Sound of Freedom, they were just called right-wing crazy conspiracy people. And then a lot of the people on YouTube, there's a couple of them I can think of that I never can trust again now, because they wouldn't even talk about how well the movie was doing at all. They wouldn't even talk about it. It made the news, but they wouldn't talk about it. I guess the only thing I could come to is that they support children being trafficked. I guess that's all I could come to, because they literally would not say anything good about that movie if they talked about it at all. It was left out of their mouth when that movie was doing well. And that just shows me that they will believe anything the media tells them, and they will just they will just serve any agenda. If a movie studio says don't talk about this, they're like, yes sir. And I'm sorry, I don't like kiss asses. And I don't usually swear on this channel. I don't know, I mean, ass really isn't. But, I just don't like kiss asses. I don't. I'll never kiss the ass of some movie studio or anything. I'm just going to tell you as it is. If I like a movie, I like it. If I don't like a movie, I don't like it. And if it's beating me over the head and telling me that I'm a racist, sexist person just because I don't like the bad writing and the way that they wrote the woman to be basically a man, that's not good writing. There's better ways to write things. But that's just kind of the topic I wanted to just cover. I don't want to go off on talk too deep on it. But I just know that that's kind of the thing that's going on right now in Hollywood. And it's really making it hard for people like me to want to make a video talking about a new movie project. Now, there are good movies that are coming out that I think they will be good. I know Dune Part 2 is something I look forward to. And there's a couple other ones like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I look forward to seeing that too. And I just hope that they didn't put an agenda in it, you know. So I just don't like the fact that whenever they want to remake a movie or do new things, they always say, we're going to make it for a modern audience. If somebody tells you that they're making something for a modern audience, and let's just say it takes place in England back 200-300 years ago, how many Africans were in England at that time? Can you tell me? Doesn't seem like there was a lot. Okay. So if you're going to be talking about Norse, like Vikings or something like that, how many Africans were there? Can you tell me how many Africans were there? I'm not saying I have a problem with black people or Africans, whatever. I'm just saying that they want to tell a story where they insert a black person into this history where there wasn't a lot of them in that area. I mean, it's just history. It's just fact, okay? But they want to insert these things in, and they're basically changing history by doing this. Now, it's good to include anybody, whatever, we all can get along, okay? But when you insert them in falsely, as if that was a fact of history, now you're lying to people. Now, I understand acting is 99% lying anyway, but when you're trying to tell a historic story and you want to make sure that the director is forced to put a black character or LGBT or something in there where that probably wasn't a thing back then, now we have a problem, because now you're changing history and you're also forcing the director to do something that he personally doesn't want to do. And then they also say, well, you can't get an award for this movie if you didn't do that. You have to have equality in your movies. And that's the type of stuff that Hollywood is doing right now to people. So I kind of feel bad for the directors because they want to just create a good movie, whether it's historic, whatever movies or whatever. And they can't because their hands are being tied because Hollywood has become a giant corporate monopoly working with the government. And it's just, well, technically that's like fascism, but we can't talk about that because only one person that was president that they can consider fascist, not anybody else, you know. But anyway, so I don't want to beat you over the head with all this stuff, and I really don't want to get political. But it's just something I always like to think about because this is something I see all the time. I don't talk about it all the time, especially on this channel. But it's just something I wanted to talk about. I mean, this video is probably kind of boring because I'm just kind of talking. But it's something I always wanted to bring up. I just never bring it up here. Well, that being said, I don't want to make a super long video. My voice is like horrible, like I said. And I just kind of wanted to talk with you guys about just basic stuff, you know, and just kind of keep it simple. Because this channel, these videos can get pretty complex when I'm making them with all the backdrops and all the things that I'm doing. And I just kind of wanted to do a simple video, especially now that my voice is starting to come back. I just wanted to kind of ease into making videos again. I would probably like to play some video games again on this channel. I'm also starting to think of a new video channel that I might do, kind of an offshoot of this channel. Just to say this, I don't know who's actually watching at this point in the video, but what about a video vlogging type of channel where I just kind of talk about whatever I feel like. Like I just get up every day and just tell you what I'm feeling that day. I don't know if people are into me personally. I don't want to make the channel like I'm the most important thing, but I am the person who's making the channel, making the videos, doing all the work. So I guess I'm kind of important, but I don't want to be this ego on the internet or anything. This personality that is so important or anything, because I'm not that important. I'm not that special of a person, honestly. But I've been thinking about that and how I might do it. I definitely would keep the Async name on the channel just because that way it's recognizable to people that come from this channel to go over there. Maybe, I don't know. It's a work in progress still, but it's a thought. But anyway, I don't want to talk your ear off about just random stuff and bore you to death with all that. So tell me what you think of the whole, Hollywood being woke and kind of ruining everything, and bad writing and bad movies being written. Maybe tell me what movies you're looking forward to that's coming out that are going to actually be good, Just tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.